Good morning, everyone. My name is Rick Noda. I am the founder of T3 Body, where we tighten, tactical, and transition. Your host for T3 Talks. Now, you guys, yesterday we met our man, Nick. Man, he is incredible, you guys. That Texas love, that God love, I tell you, that is something where I say his motivation is infectious to inspire you to be better. Well, as I often say, we're training smart, and this weekend we have our Hikes for Health and Happiness, where I know all of you guys, I know, are building and getting ready for that 3,200 elevation. It's 3.5 miles. We know that duration, or the time that it could take to get to the top, could be as fast as 2 hours or as slow as, like, I think 51 minutes is the current time right now, or 50. I think 51 minutes is what I did it in. Yeah, so as slow as 51 minutes. Yeah, see how I do that on purpose? I reverse it. I ain't dyslexic on that one. It's on purpose. It's that humble brag. It's that, like, passive aggressive. But so I'm learning, you guys. I'm learning. All right. But one thing that I want to talk about is I do always plan ahead. So when I was in Alaska, just going to put the shades on, Gator Z. Thank you very much for that lifestyle here. All right. And I will tell you something, shameless plug from Gator Z, you guys. When I purchased these, I'm a cheap ass. Remember, I used to be sponsored by Oakley. All right. And when I was a triathlete, gotta love their shades and everything. But you guys, when I was descending down in Alaska, they never moved, you guys. Producer Esteban, Nick, they never moved, you guys. They just stayed right there. So as I wear my beautiful Gator Z's and talk about our lifestyle here, and that lifestyle is about hiking. Now, why do I talk about that? Is from up here, you see my lovely wife. Yes, that's us right there. We're at the base. And I will tell you something. She had no idea what we were getting into. But you would have figured it out when we were driving up in the car and we're at about 8,000 elevation. Yes. But as we're in Alaska, all right? We're in Alaska, but I knew we were going to go for a hike. So what did I do? I had in my bag. I opened up my bag. I went ahead and put on my water. I had my food. I had everything ready. My wife was in tennis shoes and spandex. She basically had, like, she brought her fashion sunglasses, goes, "Are we ready, Rick?" Now you can see by this photo right here, she's sitting at the wayside like this, and she is gassed. We are about 1.2 miles in. Now, I bring, and I have brought before, a gait belt. And those who don't know in the physical therapy realm, a gait belt for nurses and physical therapists, something you put around someone so you can help move them. Well, I have a TRX strap that has a little bit of a hook, and that hooks to the back of my trousers. So you guys see in some of these pictures, you'll see my wifey doing like this and my wifey doing like this. What you don't see is that she's holding a strap as I'm dragging her up the mountain. All right? I've done this in a few times. Now the women, Maureen and Janice, all right, and if you see in that picture right there, they're kind of this. They had to wait for us. I'm not lying, and I'm not going to disclose their ages, but you can see Maureen's a little bit older than I. And she said there was nothing better than having the ability to dump the Rick Noda and his wife. Let it go. Like, we're moving on. So there was a little bit of satisfaction there, you guys. Now, here's the thing that never changes. Okay. So again, I kind of brush over it, but what's the first thing I did? I made sure that we had a super amount of water and electrolytes. Even as we were driving into the hike, I noticed what the temperature was. I knew, again, what the wind conditions are. So when you usually start in a mountain, it's a little bit warmer at the base. Guess what happens when you go up? It starts to get a little colder. So I wanted to make sure that we had ample amount of clothing for that when we reached the summit. If we had to put on a jacket, we had to put on our schmeg, or we had to put on our gloves, that we had that with us. Also, it doesn't seem like a lot because you're in that easy dun, 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 dun going up, but you're burning calories. You're sweating underneath those layers of clothing. So I wanted to make sure we had a good amount of sodium, potassium in our electrolytes drink. So as we were going up, we avoid muscle cramping. One of the worst things versus muscle cramping is the ability to not keep going. You slow down and your body shuts down. And at that point, you don't make it to the summit, or you have to either just regroup. Now, besides the water and the electrolytes, I had one of the coolest snacks I wanted to eat. Because when you get to the top of the summit, that grandeur, what are you going to do? So I took my schmeg off, I spread it on the ground right there, and I ate me some jelly beans. All right? I waited for my snack. Now, of course, they were electrolytes, jelly beans. But you guys, I sorted through the green ones. I sorted through the red ones. And I was in the top of a mountain in Alaska, you guys. And it was so incredible because I saw a prairie dog walk up to me and I know he could smell my jelly beans. All right. But it was incredible because, you guys, you know what? There's no magazine. There's no Instagram photo that I can like to give you that experience, you guys. So what do I try to do? I try to recreate it here. So you'll see from one poster, one picture right there, you got me going like this against two rocks. That's in Alaska. Now look at here in Poway, California. Hello. It's the same two rock formations. I'm doing the same pose. I know I'm redundant, but what's kind of nice is either I'm in Alaska or I'm here in Poway. You guys, we can still take our jelly beans and our jelly bellies, go all the way up to the top, and do the same thing. Now, there's not going to be a prairie dog that's going to come up. Maybe a coyote might come get us. But what's nice is you can still here locally join me this Saturday. We've got one group coming at 6 o'clock. We've got the other group that leaves at 7, and the social athletes leave at 8. And usually I'll trail up most of the groups, and if I feel good, I'll kind of jog it up there, and I'll kind of meet all you guys up, and we'll get to the top. Some get up there quicker, and then some go down. But it's the ability to just smell the air from the top, and I'll guarantee you that those jelly bellies or those whatever snack or whatever you bring tastes a little bit better. So when I say our motivation will inspire you to be better, join me this Saturday for Hikes for Health and Happiness. See you guys soon. T3 Body, you guys, is a company and a fitness company that really talks about the complete athlete. When I talk about our motivation inspires you to be better, all right, as a non-for-profit that supports military veterans that suffer from mental health issues, I really enjoy the support you guys are giving me here on YouTube. But again, I am seeking clients on my T3 Body. So if you go ahead and take a look at my website, understand that the intimacy of getting to know you starts with just 30 minutes motivation. So you go on there, you sign up for one of those, you get a one-on-one remote talk with me just like this. Then I encourage you to go and look at one of my training plans, download a 4 to 8 week training plan, and really kind of just test your body, test yourself, and just really start to get yourself ready to then do the next thing is where you get 4 or 5 of your friends together and dare yourself to be better, where there you have a little bit more of my information along with my training plan. You get some remote sessions with me regardless of where you're at. You notice if you're watching me on YouTube right now, you can hear my voice and I can train you, all right? And that 45-day dare is a great way to just see and challenge yourself to really do the final thing is become a member. Being a member with me is a commitment, and it's made for just an elite amount of people. So when I talk about membership here, I really talk about a really elite group of individuals who really understand our core values of God, country, family, and really live by and have really adopted where our motivation inspires them to be better. So I wanted to touch on that, you guys, and really use that so that individuals like yourself who are getting better and inspiring others that understand that, you know what, we do need your support to keep everything going.